TCI, the Trusted Channel Initiative, a market-based social innovation under public-private partnership, aiming to form a trusted, transparent, safe, fair, and sustainable global market environment by implementing an end-to-end traceability protocol for every product unit and through building an integrated, interoperable, and reciprocal ecosystem to create win-win results for all stakeholders. TCI, the concept, was created as a pragmatic response to many of today's critical problems, including counterfeits, IPR, food safety, fair trade, and illicit activities, as well as supply chain connectivity, burdensome regulatory procedures, security, and others. These problems continue to undermine global value chains, preventing WTO trade facilitation agreements from ecosystem-wide implementation, as well as causing social harm to human health and environmental sustainability. Existing public and/or private initiatives on their own are not effective. Collective actions among all stakeholders under a new form of international public-private partnership is needed to create a permanent, holistic solution to address these problems once and for all. However, this would require data interconnectivity and interoperability across the entire supply chain. Since ITC system upgrades often become costly and problematic under conventional approaches, a new mechanism is needed. One of the roots to all problems is that the world is still using SKU as the basis for ICT systems and uses a UPC barcode-based POS infrastructure that was developed in the 1970s. Although SKU and UPC adequately supported conventional business needs in the past, they are no longer sufficient to fulfill modern supply chain needs and support the ICT applications in the new era of big data and IoT. SKU and UPC offer limited information visibility, cannot differentiate between dates and origin, cannot support effective product traceability for various brand protection, supply chain, and marketing program functions required to fulfill today's business needs. Applying a UID to each unit product permits assigning a unique identification to every individually packaged product, which supports requirements of big data and IoT applications that are based on absolute data sets generated on real-time basis from unique activities between individual actors in the supply chain. Specifically, a UID enables a unique identification for every product with life cycle information visibility via end-to-end traceability. More LBS and SNS possibilities, including customized reward and discount programs for individual consumers, and most importantly, ensures quality and safety of product at final purchase point, which effectively addresses counterfeits and supports automated recalls. Above all, each unique product produces a unique experience for each unique customer, which means that each UID creates the foundation for an individuated, verifiable, product-service consumer engagement in the era of big data and IoT. The trusted channel means end-to-end supply chain visibility, security and validation, and overall value chain optimization. Automated, paperless commercial environment and seamless border for cross-border supply chain. Protecting brands and interests of their partners and vendors, maximization of consumer protection and risk mitigation, and the core building blocks for the eventual realization of a trusted, safe, fair, and sustainable global market environment. Today, in order to access useful product information and manage various reward programs, consumers have to use multiple apps. However, consumers want to have a single interface to conveniently access all information and to manage their reward points. TCI aims to create just such a one-stop shop for consumers to provide useful product information for their purchase decision-making. Conventional marketing programs typically have a two-vector focus. One is awareness and two is price discount, while they employ general demographic analytics whose pushy hard-selling approach often irritates consumers. Many consumers also access information from official brand apps for their advertisement value, without trusting that information for their rational purchase decision-making. TCI, as a trusted third-party platform with validated product information, is more easily accepted by consumers as a useful, unbiased information source for purchase decision-making and post-sales service, like other recognized neutral platforms. TCI does not provide a price comparison app, so it protects vendor interests and enhances fair market practices, while increasing sales through enhancing consumer experience by better brand-vendor cooperation with comprehensive LBS and SNS tools. Using wine as an example, while each consumer's taste is individuated, as a group they have a common interest, buying authenticated and quality products with justified price points. This is especially important for emerging markets like China, whose food safety problems have created an unprecedented global phenomenon. First of all, the end-to-end life cycle visibility assures consumers of a product's authenticity, origin, safety, and quality. Although brands tend to behave as if consumers are largely lured by coupons and secretly hope each consumer will act as a loyal brand supporter, in the modern information era, consumers are becoming increasingly curious about product information before making their purchase decision, and these consumers typically are quality sensitive, with profound appreciation for the culture that a product represents and the care that has been put into its production and supply chain process for ensuring the best consumer experience. To further satisfy their curiosity, the app also enables consumers to connect heart-to-heart with the winemaker and visualize their wine experience before purchase. Some of the consumers might even be conscious consumers with strong moral bonds who make their purchase decisions based on certain shared social values, such as environmental and farming sustainability. While no one is born loyal to a given brand, all become attached to these brands later in life because of a special experience or moment they shared, like the wine a couple drank on their first date or the bottles that they opened at their son's graduation party. So TCI makes each bottle of wine the key to unlock private, treasured memories. Consumers are not only attracted to the coupon discount, they also want to be appreciated as valued VIPs and treated differently from others, so discounts need to be only for the privileged individuals so that brands can reward their loyalty. Avid couponers are also gamers at heart and attracted to the excitement created by gaming experiences of discounts and points and reward programs, with the goal to achieve the absolute best value on their spending. These gamers are especially attached to reward programs when these programs have interoperable cooperation mechanisms that can afford them the freedom to mix and match different reward options for maximizing benefits for their individual needs, just like achieving super VIP status at the Watson Wine for the exclusive offerings of discounts at partnered restaurants and access to en premier wine booking directly from the chateaus. Since many consumers today are active SNS users, peer input becomes even more influential for purchase decisions. And when a product's offering already entices a consumer, she only seeks to justify the price point before making her purchase decision. As such, all information related to products are critical for consumer decision-making, including supply chain information that warrants the product's quality, such as end-to-end cold chain for ensuring wine's best consumption experience, which would provide a convincing argument for the price differential on wines with the same attributes. In terms of enhancing offline services and experience in a store, the app enables consumers to easily browse through listings and stocking to find what they are looking for and receive useful recommendations for different occasions. To engage directly with winemakers and experts for in-depth knowledge. To receive special offers and discount information customized for them individually. TCI also enables brands and stores to integrate efforts on servicing consumers, including enabling flexible brand-store reward cooperation. Although many mid to upscale venues offer free Wi-Fi to consumers, Wi-Fi is only used as a means for consumer access to the internet. Therefore, it doesn't give the store any meaningful benefits, and it is always a hassle to log on to the Wi-Fis, since each Wi-Fi has its own set of passwords or login protocols. TCI aims to retrofit the Wi-Fi from ISP to local store ICP as a virtual service assistant that provides useful product information, delivers customized special offerings, and enjoys TCI's SNS experience on top of internet access without the hassles of Wi-Fi logins and significant data usage fees. Improve post-sales service, enabling them to understand how to best appreciate wine, such as best breeding time or best food-wine marriage, and to answer critical questions such as how to store a wine or how the wine was made. Furthermore, it will guarantee product authenticity and extending reward benefits to gift receivers. For service-oriented vendors like restaurants, the app can act as a virtual sommelier to make recommendations based on different occasions for best-suited food-wine pairings. Provide useful information on each recipe, including the history of the recipe, the restaurant's specialties, and real consumer ratings for each recipe. Enable consumers to access more useful information from chefs for their purchase decisions, and create loyal fan bases for chefs, like avid collectors for artists, by enabling direct and multi-dimensional chef-consumer interactivities with TCI SNS functions and the integration of other mainstream SNS to enhance marketing. Ensure food safety for restaurants and introduce food supply info, thereby creating interoperability between the two, making the restaurant or chef the best ambassador for the food supply brands and in return bring more customers to the restaurants. Help consumers to remember every enjoyable moment with their friends to create attachments for restaurant, wine, and chefs. Integrate LBS function with applying table UID to enhance better services and enabling convenient AA payments. A restaurant can create even more interoperable and gaming opportunities for reward programs than a store. TCI will provide a flexible and easy-to-use solution to create and manage comprehensive and customized reward programs to enable consumers to mix and match reward programs from different issuers, such as wine, restaurant, supplier, credit card, etc., at settlement. For entertainment venues such as bars and nightclubs, there are even more creative and social dynamics than restaurants, extending reward points from wine and champagne to liquors and cocktails. Cocktails, like food, have traditional and innovative recipes and are different from bar to bar because of each bartender's personal touch. Like culinary art, a cocktail is an art form that merits more appreciation. Each bartender, just like any contemporary artist, can become an SNS magnet to attract loyal followers, hence creating another marketing dimension for bars and liquor, wine, brands. With TCI's integrated LBS and SNS application, it can make socializing easier, enabling even shy people to make new friends with strangers and create a more intriguing gaming experience, such as making a purchase of a cocktail for someone based on his or her mood or favorite taste, and using that to initiate conversation. Furthermore, we believe food, wine, and almost all products can break cultural barriers. Consumption enjoyment are common for everyone. TCI's multi-language support will enable people from all backgrounds to develop deep appreciation for diversified cultures while enjoying localized experiences in a globalized world. While all consumers and value chain actors are individuals making independent decisions on specific matters, any single vector input impacts the entire value chain, as all things and activities are today closely interconnected, and any information can be a trigger for a purchase decision. Therefore, integrating ecosystem-wide efforts under a holistic approach to address problems and enrich consumer experience is essential for modern business success. This requires visibility across the supply chain lifecycle and interoperability among all value chain actors to form collective actions in pursuit of common goals. Take reward programs, for example. Unlike currency, reward points cannot be integrated through a common exchange mechanism. Each reward program is essentially a unique ecosystem of its own, and cooperation protocols are established between two parties independently. As such, no cooperation of programs are the same, and points are not all exchangeable. TCI aims to break with convention, to form an interoperable ecosystem among all reward programs by providing an enabling platform to support all kinds of independent cooperation protocols, and allow consumers to customize how to mix and match under various protocols at settlement stage according to their own appetite, thereby enhancing consumer gaming experience and affording innovation freedom to all levels of decision makers, enabling brand managers to flexibly create programs based on local conditions and for different targeted groups. Furthermore, in order to maximize reward program benefits, TCI encourages development of a reciprocal network between brands and reward programs by swapping underutilized assets to net tangible benefits, instead of just offering price discounts. As an example, a consumer can choose between a small cheesecake and an ounce of ham as a gift reward for his wine purchase, and as a result, the wine brand manages to satisfy the consumer with a gift in return, while others in the brand ecosystem score a new customer for their products. This mechanism can produce exceptional results, especially for companies with multiple brands and multiple product lines. Structurally, TCI is composed of two critical components: the Asia-Pacific Model ePort Network, a multilateral public window and ICT service network under APEC, aiming to integrate regional customs under a single interface, to realize port-to-port seamless connectivity, and to provide an enabling platform for system interoperability across the supply chain, validation of chains of custody, and regional interdepartmental coordination on trade and supply chain issues. Trusted Product Association, an international charitable NGO to institutionalize the public-private partnership, to establish a UID-based global supply chain security protocol, and to enable private sectors to benefit from TCI costlessly. Under existing tax protocols, TCI-associated costs can be accounted as CSR charitable contributions without impacting a company's earnings. We wish to invite all private sector stakeholders to participate in this strategic CSR initiative to pragmatically, efficiently, and costlessly address pressing socioeconomic issues, enhance consumer experience, and optimize overall value chain performance. We wish to invite all private sector stakeholders to participate in this strategic CSR initiative to pragmatically, efficiently, and costlessly address pressing socioeconomic issues, enhance consumer experience, and optimize overall value chain performance.